Hey guys, it's Nathan. I've come up with like a quite an interesting idea of setting myself a challenge of building a product within 24 hours and releasing it just to see how much money can be made. So it will be like a real MVP um, because I'm really limited on time. So in that amount of time, I'm gonna build, or at least attempt to build everything. I don't know if I will actually pull it off, but it's just a little interesting challenge. Um, I'm gonna do my best to build out an MVP, and I'm gonna do my best to build an MVP. I'm gonna go for like a Chrome extension. Um, because it's going to be like just super fast to build. There's a guy that I just met today as well. Um, I think he actually heard about me through my YouTube, but he knows some other people that I know of as well. And so we just came up with this idea of building out a a LinkedIn engagement group. And which I think is really interesting. Um, First name, email, password. So what this tool will actually be, it will be it's going to be a Chrome extension, and you you will connect your LinkedIn account, and you'll connect your LinkedIn account. So I'm literally doing this like in real time, like right in front of you. Um, you'll connect your LinkedIn account, and it will join like a network of other accounts that are also using the service, and you'll be able to like each other. It will automatically other people within the network's content for you. So let's say like you wanted to join like a group of let's say like B2B SaaS founders. It will go and like other people. You will get likes from people within this group, and it's going to make your help your content go viral. Essentially, it's really easy to go viral on LinkedIn as long as you get the likes. So yeah, that is essentially what the tool will do. So I'm just like basically making what we would call like wireframe. So this is designed to sort of look pretty shit. There's no like detail at all. Um, it's just for me to get everything like clear in my mind about how the design is going to work. And then after that, I'll build out the actual automation, like the back end functionality, basically. To start off with, I usually like designing in just purely grey because what it means is you can't trick yourself into thinking that a design is really good just because of like the color scheme and because everything's like very fancy and has like shadows on it and it's all very beautiful. You you are literally just looking at like this really grey, simple thing. So yeah, like that's I always start my designs now just in grey, and then after I'll go through and add details. So this is just to get everything clear. Um, to get everything clear in my mind about the different pages that I need to build. So I'm going to actually base this off of the amount of time I'm recording. This is just a little fun side project. I'm only going to work on it whilst I'm recording. I get a lot of requests to release like how to grow a SaaS business. So this is essentially doing that. Um, so that's going to be like the sign up page, and then I guess we can do a login very quickly. Obviously the copy is just really shit, but this is just purely for the layout. So with like an MVP, this is generally how I'll get started with everything. So we're literally just focusing on design, and there's going to be a bit of space at the bottom, but who cares? No, it's not. So yeah, this is like how we can note down. Where's my notes to do? Okay, reset password. Not really needed for MVP, but it's something that will need to be there. Okay, so that is now done. We've got those pages in place. So I'm just trying to build this out in terms of the flow that a user will actually go through. Um, so this is just going to be like super, super simple. Um, what's going to be the best way to do this? Okay. So here, what I think we do is okay. So yeah, I'm just like literally just building out this in my head as we go along. So this is why I like to get started with the design, because it's much faster to go through the process in like in a tool like Figma is what I'm currently using for design, rather than writing out all the code and back-end logic and then when you finally actually see it in front of you, you realize, shit, that doesn't actually work. It's much better to just get it out of the way at the start, and yeah, because it's just so much faster. So okay, it's just a few example groups. I'll go from left to right. Okay, so I think it would have to be something like this, and on the design front, if we, okay, we want. So if anyone doesn't know as well, this is a tool called Figma, and hmm, it's a really, it's like it's just like Sketch, except for it's actually cloud based. So you can have two people working on a design at the same time, um, which is like just really, really interesting. And like it's a really good app. They have like a load of different plugins that are like readily available for you to use. Like if you saw, I had that like to-do list. Then if anyone knows like Zeppelin, if anyone's writing code, usually you have to upload from Sketch to Zeppelin to get the CSS. Here you can see on the right hand side they have it all done for you. They also have a mobile app, so you can actually not just, it's not for designing on the mobile app. You can preview how your mobile app will actually look on a mobile without ever having um, to write a single line of code. So it's a real game changer. I'm still getting used to it to be completely honest. I've only like recently made the migration over, but it is a great tool to say the least. Um, it should be 12 by 12. Okay, something like that. Join new groups. Okay, so like this will be like a scrollable section basically, and we'll print all of the groups that we have available. Um, mm, mm, mm. Do icon jar plus. something like that. Also, just thinking maybe someone's going to want a way to make their own groups. Not sure where that element should go. Actually, I'll have to come back to that later. But okay, so and this will print all groups that we have. So once a user's in a group, they have that button will make them leave the group, and so all groups that they're a member of will be printed up here. All groups that they're not a member of will be printed down here. Okay. Then when they submit a post, mm, there we go. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this. Still getting used to this new tool. Okay. That will then come down here. Okay. That should be like 60. Hmm. So yeah, that's what I sort of mean about the color schemes. Like now it makes you think about it a lot more because this is just in grey. I haven't got a choice. I have to really think about what looks like it's selected and what doesn't. Um, so obviously, like deselected is going to be lighter, whereas before I had it as darker. So now it makes it a lot more obvious that this is deselected. So that is the reason why we go with that scheme. These are I'm just going to try and play around with a little bit of color on this one. So like background, I'd probably go for let's go for something like that. Hmm? Okay, I'm getting tired. Okay, so we want to go with like quite a friendly feel, so I'll probably go for like a 8 pixel border radius. It's very like friendly. Uh, we'll just use that one. Okay. I'm just going to play around with some colors here. Not sure where that. too much. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to go away from green because by making this like a darker green, put that down to 20%, try that at 50. Yeah, I was just a bit concerned about having the delete button as green because it makes it look like it's something that we want the user to do, which obviously isn't the case. What about 40 and then put a 10 on that? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this a bit more. But for, yeah, color scheme, and then like this one should be green. Like, because if we're charging based on how many groups the user is a member of, then we really want to be like pushing them to join as many groups as possible. So yeah, and then I would probably go with like a white that to 8. And yeah, that looks much. Maybe this should be blue. Hmm. It's not quite sure of the best way to do the delete. Maybe it shouldn't have a square around it. Hmm. Okay, needs playing around with more. But then like these would all match that style above. Uh, that looks better actually, yeah. It's like a sort of grey. Yeah, okay. I'm still going to play around with it a little bit more, but we're not trying to get too like worried about the design and everything. So you can get so caught up in it. As long as like the user experience is relatively good, we're just trying to get an MVP in place and see how much money we can make off an MVP. Okay, so join groups. Obviously, text needs to go darker. Hmm. Maybe blue for informational text. Not too sure about that blue. Mm-mm-mm. That blue doesn't stick out, and that green pulls far more attention than the blue does. Obviously. So can we do a stroke around it? It's just all very bold, but yeah, like this is what I mean. You can spend so long playing around with a color scheme that you actually don't achieve anything. And color scheme is always very easy to change. I think. Uh, why is that? Yeah. Maybe something like that for starting with is yeah, it's fine. Not sure about that background. I'm just thinking as well, like a user is going to want, like if you had your own company, for example, this is the way that I really see this being used, is like if I had a company, I would really want like everyone in my company to be in our group. Um, Maybe I should just worry about that later. Hmm. I just realised this has been recording in very poor quality the whole time. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting tired. So I've got like the first couple of pages made. Like obviously I haven't written any code yet. Um, Also need to make the analytics page. Okay, yeah, but anyway, we've got a good start. I'm not sure quite how long I was recording for, but I don't think it can be more than 30 minutes. So this is going to be a challenge to build an MVP within 24 hours, so 24 hours of actual working on it time, and include the marketing within that time as well. So I have to set up automated processes and then just see how much money we can make off a product that we build in 24 hours. So I'll go to sleep now. As you can see, I'm falling asleep already. It's almost 2 o'clock. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the first episode and learned a little bit about designing MVPs and flows. Hopefully I'll finish this off in like tomorrow, and I'll actually start building out the application. So yeah, see you tomorrow.